feel like I really needed to. But I'm going to address it because the warrior-like spirit in me that's an Aries, because that's my zodiac, is fighting it. But I'm going to try to be a gentleman about it as much as I can. Apparently, Vlad decided to do an interview where he's taking shots at me and throwing me under the bus. And let me just say for the record, Vlad, you are a coward, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Because I didn't even really watch the whole video, because what turned me off immediately was he started out by saying, "We not friends." You've said to me in my face on multiple occasions that we are friends. But now all of a sudden, because I asked you for a bump in pay and that pissed you off, we're not friends. So which is it? Tell the truth. And let me give you all a little bit of backstory. So basically, I called Vlad and said, look, I feel like I want a little bit of bump in pay because I know my value. You once had Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Tony Yayo, Boozy, and me, all of which many times people said were your best guess. Who's the only one left? Me. Godfrey left, Jamar left, Yayo left, and Boozy left. I'm the last one standing. And when people go, yo, I watched the show because of you, yo, I subscribe to his channel, the moment your interview's over, I unsubscribe. There's value in that. So you're mad at me because I'm recognizing my worth? And I told you I wanted to be fair. I wasn't even saying pay me what you pay Boozy, because I get it. From a numbers business standpoint, I get it. I'm just asking you to be a little bit fair. And now here's the thing. Again, you're a liar, you're a coward, and you're a hypocrite. Because what you do is you want to be seen so badly instead of just doing what you do best, which is stay behind the camera. 2 times you asked to come to my shows. One, I forget where it was in LA. I think it was Oxnard or Brea or whatever. And then the other one at the Nova Theater. Both times I gave you free tickets. And you said to me both times, yo, shout me out, shout me out. Why is that? Because it's so important for you to have the attention on yourself. And I didn't shout you out because I knew that. That was my moment. That was my time. When I'm on your show, it's both our times. So there's that. Then here's the other thing. You went and talked shit about my podcast partner, Andy Steinberg, who you befriended. Both times you came to my show. Now all of a sudden, you talking shit about him? Make that make sense. And let's get another thing straight. 9 times out of 10, when you want to boost your numbers, who do you always go to? The black community. So whether you are using us to help your platform, and I'll be real, we help each other. And I've said that. I've never disrespected you. I've never talked crazy about you. I just simply said I want my worth. But you use the black community when you need us, and you play the black card when you in some black dussy. And when I say dussy, I don't mean the word dussy. I mean a word that starts with P that rhymes with dussy. Because that's who you are, gadget. And when I say gadget, I'm not talking about the word gadget. I'm talking about a word that starts with F that rhymes with gadget. You understand what I'm saying? You gadget dussy? And I'll do you one better. I'll come on your show one more time for free. You ain't got to pay me shit. And we could talk about it right then and there so we could get the truth. Because there's 3 sides to the truth. Your story, my story, and the truth. So don't be a coward. Bring me back and let's go through it. And I'll take a page out of Cannabis's book, Second Round Knockout against LL. We could get it live in front of the cameras on your own sitcom. I'll let you kick a verse. Fuck it, I'll let you kick them all. I'll even wait for the studio audience to applaud. Now watch me rip the tap from your arm. Stick you for your Vanguard award in front of your mother first, second, and third born. Have me get on the horn, call Minister Farrakhan, so he could persuade me to squash it. I say, now fuck that. He started it. He forgot what a hardcore artist is. You want to talk shit about me? One of the best shit talkers in the game? Bring your ass, nigga. Bring your ass. Have me on. Don't be a coward, dussy. Don't be a coward, gadget. Let's get it on. And because you Russian, I'll do like Drago. If he dies, he dies.
Okay, so apparently a lot of the regulars on Vladtv are turning on him. We have Boosie say something, want to raise. He's, and then now you got Aries Spears who said he want to raise. So Aries Spears was telling people he was getting 5 figures for interviews, basically saying he was getting 10,000 or better. Vlad said he only paid him 4,000 for an interview. And Vlad said this piece and said that Aries Spears was, heard about, Pocket watching Boosie making 25,000. He said Boosie really made, Vlad said Boosie really made 20,000, but they do house shows or something like that, which enables him to make a profit, you know, and give him an extra 5,000. So the thing about Vlad Enterprise that I see is that he's strictly YouTube based, which I feel like is that's why he couldn't understand how Shannon made all that money with the Cat Williams interview. You know, they're on podcasts. He kind of syndicated his product across multiple streaming platforms or podcast for just audio podcast platforms. But check out the Real 101 playlist, music and entertainment playlist. Vlad is focused on YouTube. And, you know, when you focus on just one platform, there's money to be made on I feel like Facebook pay the most. If you're consistent, like Facebook kind of, you know, it's a little bit different than video because you get paid off posts, you know, stars. But he should be doing this stuff on Facebook. He should be doing stuff behind the Patreon paywall. I don't know what he's doing. He should have, you know, he should do long form interviews and release them on podcasts like Spotify platforms or audio. He not really, from what I be seeing, he don't have, you know, sponsorships. He don't have a team. He should have sponsorships and, you know, people coming to sponsor. You know, Shannon got all types of shit on his shit. You know, all types of sponsorships, branding deals, marketing deals. You know, Vlad is just YouTube based. He's not focusing on, you know, really getting money everywhere. I mean, I see so many of these podcasts. They go on the road. They do tours. So why ain't Vlad, you know, did tours? Why ain't take take him and his buddies on tour? Shannon and them do little podcast tours. Like they should do little podcast tours where you have Boosie on one tour, all y'all tour together and y'all get money and do venues and people will eat that up. People eat that up. But he's just strictly like, he doesn't innovate. He doesn't innovate. And he said, well, here he is. He's just talking about some comments that he sent. We could break down the numbers, and he never showed up, and he never came and showed up to this. And, you know, Aries said, I'll sit down one last time with you. We can, like, it's like him and Charleston White. Him and Boosie fall out. Now him and Charleston White talking about doing the interview. My thing was this. Black people is forever going to turn up other platforms. I told y'all, you know, they put jackets on productive men that no longer want to be involved in the community, who don't want to live in the community. I remember somebody got mad and said that Al Sharpton don't live in hard, you know, he don't live in the hood no more and he moved out. Of course he did. Of course you get money and live and get out of there. You get money, you start putting into your house or putting into your community. They want to steal your car. They want to burn your businesses down. They'll never burn down Alibaba business. They want to steal from your business. They want to discount. They want to IOU for some cigarettes and never pay it back. And then when you confront them, they want to get mad. Of course. Just look at the hood rat community, bro. The ghetto ass, unproductive, Pookie, Ray Ray, Octavius, Keisha community. They don't see it as buffooning and raccooning, going to turn up DJ Vlad and doing interviews. They see it as validation. But if they see you and you live in a nice neighborhood and you don't live in the hood, you bettered yourself, you speak proper, you don't smoke, you don't drink, or you don't do or do some of the shit they do, hookah, party, they consider you a sellout. Or you got somebody on your arm that's not black, they consider you a sellout. But in reality, the real sellouts are them. They look for white validation by going on Vladtv, no matter all the racist shit he did. He said, I was on Urban Politician Instagram page and he was talking about, reposted a couple weeks ago that Vlad, shout out to my bro, Urban Politician, that Vlad, sorry, I just got my wisdom tooth pulled, but Vlad, cause I can't spit. Not for the first 2 days, but Vlad was talking about a man buying his son 40 acres. So what are you going to do with 40? Shut up. Why are you always worried about? And somebody commented was like, well, he got black children. What do that mean? What do you mean? White slave masters had black children all the time. Nigga, you ain't see life. But really, once you kind of really look at everything, bro, and I say this all the time, You ain't a sellout because who in your arm. That ain't even S tier sellouts, A tier sellout, B tier sellout, C tier sellout. The real sellouts is the Pookies, the Ray Rays, and the Keishas, and the Glock Keishas. Those are real sellouts. They be buffooning and cooning. They only have ill will to each other. They go on these racist platforms like No Jumper, Vladtv, talk about each other against mixed company, call each other out on the mixed company platforms, continue to go on these platforms, turn these dudes up, and then when these dudes chew them up and spit them out, then they want to talk about they racist. We shouldn't support them and don't support. Nah. No sorry, Bob. Those are the real sellouts, man, who sell crack to their community, who steal from their community, who talking about robbing and stealing people in their community and all that. Don't let them ever tell y'all productive black people who go to work or you speak right, you got a 401k, you got a pension, you invest, you day trade, you don't do some of the lame shit they do, or you ain't party, or you code switch because you talking property. Don't ever let them call y'all a sellout again, bro. These dudes been sold out their community. They go sit there and they can turn up any black YouTuber. They can turn up each other, start their own podcast, and they begging Vladtv, and they gonna come back and work with Vladtv. They won't forgive you. They'll put hot lead in your ass, but they won't threaten to put hot lead in Vlad ass, but they'll sit there, kiss his ass, apologize, and come to amends and make amends like men, but they can't do that for your black ass. Hit the link in the description. Check out the music and entertainment playlist. Check out the Real One-on-One playlist. Hit the link tree. Say find me over at X, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, the whole nine. Peace.